do this.
This is like the Dr. Toler, the famous Dr. Toler in neurology.
I'm behind the scenes kind of woman.
Oh, well, we're going to bring her a little forward. So, hi everybody, welcome back to Change Geek, where it's all about driving personal success. Today, we're so lucky. Thank you so much, Dr. Toler, for meeting us. This is Dr. Kathy Toler.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and she's agreed to let me video her. And actually, you have a BA in psychology and biology at Dartmouth, if I understand that.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm. And you're actually all from private schools, and all those private schools, Ohio, right, is your home state?
That's correct,
okay.
Yeah.
And all those private schools, you were actually the only person of color in your entire childhood. And I actually know these things because I read your sister's book, I did a little spying. This is your sister's book, and it's called My Mother's Rules by Judge Lynn Toler. So Kathy's sister is Judge Toler from divorce court. And she wrote several books, actually, through them. I'll have the link on how to purchase this book at the very bottom of my YouTube video at the end. You also, on a very serious note, you were brought up in a household where there was, psychological disorders, and your father had bipolar disorder.
That's right. We didn't, when I was young, of course we didn't realize that he had bipolar disorder, and at that time, we didn't even know what that was. But the raging and violence that did occur was because he was manic most of the time. He rarely was depressed.
Yeah, and so your sister documents that in the book. And what I found really interesting was both you and your sister, despite all of the traumatic childhood and experiences that you've had in your very, very strict upbringing, you guys both turned out to be extremely successful. And people might have looked at you and said, well, you don't look like you're a neurologist, whether you're in med school, or whether you're in Dartmouth, or whether you're in the all private schools, whether you're the only minority. And I found your statement about that really enlightening and profound. And can you share that, like when you were faced with adversity, what your father said about that, what he guided you?
Well, we weren't really allowed to focus on that issue very much at all. In fact, we were never allowed to talk about being different in terms of race, or that we would stand out, or people wouldn't treat us a certain way because of that. I mean, I think he knew that to be the case, but it was never discussed, and I would have gotten in trouble for even bringing it up. My father felt like I was responsible for how people treated me more than anything else, not my color of my skin. I was responsible for my own behavior, and if you treat people the way you want to be treated, it's funny how it works out. That's how you get treated by them.
You had mentioned to your father about Dartmouth having a demonstration. Can you tell us a little bit about that story?
Well, I was talking to him, and there was a demonstration of all the minorities at Dartmouth, Native Americans, but most of them were African American, and they were just really highlighting some of the issues at Dartmouth they felt that were prejudicial to minorities. So I just mentioned it to my father. I, of course, did not attend, and so when I told him that, his comment was, well, you better not attend. I did not pay to have you go to college to learn how to demonstrate. If you want to fight racism, finish medical school and become a doctor. That's the best thing you can do. Right, become the best person you can be. Say, if so-and-so is not treating you right, it's more likely something that you have done or didn't do, rather than it being the color of your skin or your gender or anything else.
So in self-reflection, he's telling you, look inside and stop making it a race issue? Is that?
That's right, and that's it. He understood racism and he knew it existed, but if you keep yourself in that mentality as a victim, you'll never get anywhere.
Do you see that a lot in your experience? Like a lot of times people victimize themselves.
They victimize themselves, and they never look at themselves. Sometimes people don't like you because you're not very nice, not because you're black. I don't like all black people.
So is it the masking? Like sometimes we mask the real issue is, and we think it's because I'm a female, it's because I'm a minority, I'm short or I'm tall, but really it's the self-reflection.
And that's what we all have, and we all have to learn. I'm still in that process of viewing my own behavior, and sometimes it is something else, but a lot of times I have to look back and say, maybe I could have used a different tone when I talked to that person. Maybe they would have listened to me if I wasn't so angry. So a lot of times there's things that we can do differently or better, and that's why we weren't received very well.
It's Casey here. Thanks for tuning in to this series. Stay tuned for more on Dr. Toler coming up later on. Oh my gosh, I messed up. Oh, beep. Thanks for tuning into this. Oh my God, I'm sucking at this. Hello. I'm not looking in the camera. Okay, what about here? Am I looking in the camera here? Is that better? Can you see my... You can't see my bottoms because I'm naked, right? You can't see my bottom? I can't see my bottom. Okay, good. Hi there, Casey here. Thanks for tuning into this series. Stay tuned for more that Dr. Toler covers on our next videos. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can help my channel grow and so I can still be employed. Thank you. Bye.